Okay. And speaker. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, Sonya. Y'all, this is Sonya Dudley, and she is, like I've told y'all, my favorite diamond ambassador, and so we've never really met before until now. But she always, when I first got started, you actually had, and so maybe that was in Lobelville. I went to a training that you did right when I started. I mean, I was like 2 weeks into it.
Yeah.
But just felt like you were so genuine and just kind. And anyway, just as things have grown, I've always watched a lot of your videos. Anyway, just all that to say, I just reached out and I was like, well, Sonya, will you do this? And she said yes. So I know that you're crazy busy and you do a lot of stuff, but I'm so thankful that you're taking your time for our team. And what's cool is it was a competition between two sides, and actually both sides brought in the same number of ambassadors. So everyone won. So this is great.
That's great. Good deal. It's so great to meet you, Emily. I'm surprised I haven't met you before, but it's great to meet you, and I'm honored that you asked me on your call, so thank you.
No, well, thank you so much. And so Sonya's got some tips for us, and just ask her to share her wealth of knowledge. And so go ahead, and then maybe at the end there were a couple of questions if we have time.
Sure.
But just ready to learn as much as we can. So thank you.
Oh, awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Emily, again. And I, this morning when I was contemplating, what all to talk about, I made a list of just like 10 tips that I feel like are really crucial to success in Plexus, in network marketing, period, in business for yourself, period. And so I made that list, and I thought, well, I could just talk about that. And then, like you said, if there's some questions at the end. But I'm not sure if you wanted me to share like a little bit of my background. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know how many knew my story, but I've been in network marketing for, well, gosh, I joined network marketing when I was 19 years old. And I'm 46, so whatever that is, a lot of math in there. But I did work with one company for 17 years. So I quit college my senior year. I don't advise you to do that if you're in college, but I did quit my senior year to pursue the dream. Earned a lot of cars with that company. Really thought that I would always be with that company. And I just got really burnt out. I got burnt out on, I never really lost sight of my dream, but I just did lose sight that I thought it could happen with this company. And I kind of was it made me feel like I was burnt out on network marketing, period. But thank goodness Plexus came along. But so I gave up that company, gave up my car, gave up my team. Had about 90 people on my team, and in that company, if you had 100 people to 200 people, you were making probably what the emeralds make and maybe sapphires make in Plexus, but I wasn't near that. So I was taking 10 steps forward and 12 steps back, 10 steps forward, 12 steps back. What I can tell you in that period is that I learned a lot of lessons. I learned more in that 17 years. Well, I would not be here today if it weren't for it, because it just taught me so much. So I'll give you some encouragement that, even in the times when you think, oh, I'm struggling. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? How much longer should I give this a try? Most of the time, the answer to that is, stick with it. You're learning. I stuck with it 17 years, but I can tell you that at about the, 7 or 8 year mark, I was going, okay, how much longer? This has got to kick in. And I stuck it out 10 more years. So, if you believe in yourself, you believe in the company you're with, the products, you probably are just going to go through a lot of learning. it's just like with anything. You could never just say, I'm going to be a doctor and then be a doctor. You could say, I'm going to be a doctor, but then you're going to have to go through years of learning. And then after the learning, then you've got the trial and error, which is the doctor's practicing on the patients, but he's never practiced on a patient. That's trial and error. Well, that's what we do every day when we're new in a business. So after 17 years, I gave that up, and I was really sick. That was another reason I gave it up. I just thought I really needed to try and get healthy. So, but all of that, I was already burnt out. So I was like, I was going to give it up anyway, but I got sick, and it was just another confirmation from God that I really needed to take care of myself. And so I did other things in that 7 years before Plexus come along. And then Plexus come along, and I had sworn off network marketing. I had said I will never, ever do it again. I had tried a few more in between that 7-year window after I got well enough. And it's just, I believed in every product and every company, but it was either the products were great and the company was great, but the comp plan wasn't great. Or the comp plan was great, but the products weren't as good as the comp plan. Or, it's just like the timing, there wasn't a need for what I was selling at the time. So the magic in finding that company is finding what we have, which is we have the perfect storm. We have the best products, the best comp plan, the best company, the best timing. I don't know how you could doubt that the timing of our products couldn't be any more perfect. I mean, look around you. People need to lose a little weight or a lot of weight. People are in pain. People are miserable. People suffer with all kinds of ailments, but people are financially miserable. So we really have the best of all. So when I got into Plexus, I said from day one, the day I signed up, and Helen McFadden, my best friend, she and I joined the same day. She said, we're gonna do this together. And I said, okay, if the products work and I can tell that they're gonna work, we are all in and we're going all the way to the top. I cannot not make this work. See, when you've done several of these things, you can't afford, you don't have any credibility left. You can't keep dabbling in things. You have to make something work. And that was where I was at. My mindset was, I'm all in. I don't care how bad things get. I'm sticking to it. I'm seeing this baby through to the end. So that's 6 months. Well, 10 weeks after I joined, I was able to quit my full-time job. Wow. And then 6 months after joining Plexus, I hit Emerald. And then 3 months later, I hit Diamond, and haven't looked back. And I hit a Diamond in June or July of 13. I got to look that up, but that summer of 13. So wow, crazy, crazy, crazy blessed is all I can say. And I'm going to just talk about some tips that will help you in your journey. So number one is having integrity. The golden rule, treating people the way you want to be treated. I can tell you that honestly, and the higher up you go and the more people you deal with, the more crazy people you're going to find and deal with. And you are, and you're going to have, I hope you never do, but like I have a couple of really strong haters who, it's crazy. Like they live to it. So the thing that gets me through major trials like that is knowing that I know who I am. Jesus knows my heart. Yeah. I can put my head down on my pillow at night and literally go to sleep with a very healthy conscience. I've done nothing purposefully to hurt anyone. I make mistakes. You will make mistakes, but as long as your intentions are pure and your heart is pure and doing the right thing for other people with the right motives, that if you're doing things with pure motives. That's nothing you have to be taught about. People go, well, how do you know? Well, no. You know in your heart if you're doing the right thing. So if you know that, then and you're using full integrity to make all the good, all the decisions that will come across your path. Well, I talked to this person a year ago, and now someone else has run into them and they're wanting to sign up with me because it was brought back up. What do I do? What would you do if that were in the other situation? Just turn it around. How would you want that done if you were on the other end? And just always do things with full integrity. That's the number one thing I'll tell you. And, in doing that, there's shortcuts to the top. There are shortcuts to the top. But I will tell you that I believe that when you shortcut it to the top and you shortcut it to get to a rank faster, to make more money faster, I just believe at some point you will be slowed down because there's some lessons you got to learn. And that's just my personal opinion. Okay, we'll move on. Number 2, consistency. Consistency, and I've got in quotation marks, your message. I want you to think about, and we'll just use Facebook as an example. I want you to think about Facebook. And I want you to think about, you're looking at your news feed right now. And you're seeing all the people in your news feed posting. And you see a friend that posts about she's selling health products, another company. And you think, oh, cool, she's selling whatever. And 3 days later, she posts about how sick she is. Or she posts about she's excited about this health company. She can't wait to lose weight. And the next day, she posts about her big cheeseburger and her milkshake. And I want you to say, what message is that sending to you? When I see that, does it send a clear message or does it send a mixed message? It makes me go, okay. They're in a health and wellness company. They're trying to promote it, obviously. Why are they posting about a hamburger and a shake and eating caramel pie? That kind of confuses me. Like, it's okay that they do that, but why post about it? So it sends a mixed message. So always, no matter what you're doing, try to keep a very clear message. If you post on Facebook once a day about your Plexus business, then consistently post once a day about your Plexus business. Because if you post consistently for 2 months, once a day, and then you stop posting for 2 weeks, and then you start back, and then you stop, think about it. What's the message? Now, the message may not be, I wonder if they've quit. It could be. It very well could be. But it could be, I wonder what's going on. Like, I wonder if something's going on in their life, or I wonder, like, if they're tired of what they're doing, or if it's really not working. And then when they post again, is it kind of just out of desperation? Like, consider that. So always have a clear, I like to say, I don't get on Facebook to like try to sell what I do. I live my life on Facebook. And I think that if you live your life out there, and that's just how I like to do it, because it also helps me be accountable when I'm living my life in front of the world. So it's a good thing to do, but consider your message. So be very consistent in all that you do. Even when you're out and about talking to people, just make it a habit to give out your card as you're talking to people. And I'll give you a little script that I use all the time. It's so easy. It's so non-threatening. It flows right out, and you can use this everywhere you go. So, you hear somebody say something about their energy, and you can say, excuse me, I usually don't do this, but can I give you my business card? I'm not sure if what I have can help you or not, but it's helped hundreds of people I know with energy. I don't know if what I have can help you or not, but it's helped so many people I know that have headaches. I heard you say you had a headache. Can I give you my card? I don't know if what I have can help you or not, but it's helped hundreds of people I know that suffer with that. Can I give you my card? So you hear what I'm saying? Just the same thing. Just a real easy thing to say, because people go, what do you do? Just hand out your card to people? No, I don't, because I did that in the other business and I swore I'd never do it again. I hate it. So no, I don't do that anymore. But what I do is I listen, or I make a conversation about the weather or the clothes I'm shopping for, whatever. And as it comes up, I can make it come up. I can say, have you worked all day? Or I bet you're tired. Or I can say, do you work long hours? You can make things come up. Mm-hmm. And you can turn around and leave, walk away, and come back and say, you know what? I was going to leave, but I couldn't leave without giving you my card. You said you were tired because you worked all the time. You know, I don't know if what I have can help you or not, but it's helped hundreds of people I know with energy. Can I just give you my card? Okay. Like that. Very non-threatening.
You don't just flat out give your card. Like, what do you mean when you say you swore you'd never do that again?
I'm not going to just like walk through the malls and when I see people just say, excuse me, can I give you my card? Excuse me, can I give you my... To me, I'm just not doing it. Now, people do it, and I am like, yay. I did it for 17 years. I ain't doing it no more. Good for you. Good for you. If you want to do mass marketing that way, you will probably get every, 40 cards, you might get a buy. But I just don't want to do that. So that's just my choice. Okay, number 3, professional image. Now, this does not mean that every day when you go out there to talk to people that you need to be in a business suit or even dress pants. I'm not talking about just on the outside when I say professional image, but I will address that. So I will be at the gym. I was at the gym this morning. Excuse the hair. I did not want to do my hair because I'm going to get it colored this evening and get my purple put back underneath. I was not going to wash my hair for y'all. I love you, but I did throw my makeup on, but the hair's crazy. So I did go to the gym, and I'm in my gym clothes, and I will talk Plexus to people. But when I'm out and about, professional image, what I'm talking about more is like your words on social media, your actions when you're out and about. We got to be careful not to, if you're trying to attract the masses, then you have to be careful with the message you're showing the masses. So I don't necessarily, I love a glass of wine, and I love a glass of wine. I'll be honest, I love a glass of wine. But I'm not going to go out and get carried away and put that on social media. I have very strong views politically. I could put that on Facebook, and I have mixed feelings about, some people say do it because if you have followers, you can influence people. I get that. That's just not a place I'm willing to go. Now, I am much more open with my religious beliefs on Facebook than I am my political. But what I'm getting at is just, if you're wanting to attract the masses, don't conform. Don't change your beliefs. But just say, do I even want to go there? And if I do, how do I want to go there so that it's professional, that it's not controversial and provoking argument? How can I strongly put on Facebook about something I enjoy doing that won't draw controversy?
Yeah.
So just careful how you do things. People are watching. People are watching you, and you just want to be careful that you're not sending a mixed message. I know convention is coming up this week, and we're all going to Vegas, and that's a danger zone, for a lot of people, and people just, all of us, we just have to be careful what people perceive us doing. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that. Professional image can also be just if you're going to be up in people's faces, be sure your breath is fresh. Use a breath mint. Bathe, for Pete's sake. Put deodorant on. If you're going to be all over people and you're doing a booth and you're at an event, you've got to look the part. If you're doing an event, yes, don't go in your workout clothes, probably in your baseball cap. But you don't have to be in a suit at an event. You can have a Plexus t-shirt on, a smile, cleanliness, and you're good. All right. Number 4, commitment to yourself and to others. Commitment to yourself and to others. This is, to me, really huge because if you worked, well, let's just put it this way. Let's say you bought a traditional business. You went and borrowed money. I did this. I went and borrowed money and opened up a traditional business, 2 of them. And I did not give it 5 years. I couldn't suffer past the 2.5-year mark. But financially, we were about to take bankruptcy had I kept trying to go. I opened these up right in 2008, right before the crash. Bad timing. But, you know, typically you're going to give it time. If you invest that much money and commitment, you're going to give it a good time commitment and a good, you know, I'm going to work really hard. What most people do is they say they're all in, but then when things get tough, they really weren't committed. They were just excited. Or they were, they were interested, not committed. And so there's a big difference. So committed is when things get tough. And you guys know, if you've been in since October, things got a little rocky during the back office. We had a lot of rockiness with shipping, and we changed systems, and we had a lot of issues. And we lost a lot of people because it was tough. It was. There were many days that we were like, oh, really? And a lot of people couldn't stick it out. And I get that. But the ones of us who stuck it out, it's already like, you know, like 98% better. Yeah. So it's, you know, like I'm going, oh, thank you, Lord, for giving me the tenacity to stick it out. Because, you know, a lot of my days I was on the phone for 3 and 4 hours with customer service. I haven't had to make a call in 3 weeks. Thank you, Jesus. So, you know, we stuck it through, and it was worth it. So be committed. Be committed to yourself and go, you know what? This is I'm telling you my self-talk. Sonya, if you don't go to the gym, you're not going to like the words that you're going to say to yourself if you don't go, and the way you're going to feel, and all the negative self-talk that you're going to be saying to yourself because you didn't go is going to be awful, and you're not going to like it. So go, because you're going to love the way you feel when you come home. You're going to be so proud of yourself. You're going to be so glad you did it. So go. And instead of questioning all the feelings, just go. So I just go, and I'm there, and I'm going, oh, I'm so glad I came. I love to sweat. Oh, I knew I should have come. It feels so good. So it's you know, commit is different than you can't let yourself off the hook. If you've made a true commitment to yourself in a clear state of mind, and you know it's what you need to be doing, then say, you know what? I don't care that I lost 4 customers last week. It's okay. So what? It's part of the journey. I'm going to lose 20 more. But if I don't quit, I'm going to gain 100 more over the next year. You know, look at Babe Ruth. Look at Thomas Edison. All the people who, you know, all these people that are known for all these records they broke and all the amazing discoveries they discovered. If you research them, look at all the failures they had. It wasn't a failure. It's part of the journey. So commitment is truly sticking it out through all of those things. Number 5, I've got focus on your strengths and delegate the rest. Now, I've got a lot to say about that. Because you can't delegate everything else that's not your strengths. I mean, I have to do laundry when the housekeeper's not here. I have to do it. It's not my strength. Doing housework is not my strength. I don't love it. I can do it. I just don't love it. So when someone else is not here, I do it. But I do it off hours. I don't do it, you know, prime time of phone calls or when people are on Facebook, things like that. But focus on your strengths. John Maxwell will tell you the same thing. You always focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. So if you have a strength of you are really good one-on-one, talking to people, connecting, making an impact, communicating, getting through, helping them overcome, and you're not great in a crowd, then put your efforts in one-on-one appointments. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's where you're good, be great at it. Keep going. If you feel like doing small groups would improve your skills to be in a larger group one day, and you feel like it's something that's holding you back from success, then do what you need to do to make that a strength. But if the things that bug you aren't really holding you back from success, but they just bug you, then delegate them. Delegate them. I'm organized just enough. I know every little pile and what it is, and I'm good with that. You know, it doesn't hold me back. But now there are times it gets stacked up and it does hold me back. So instead of me delegating it because no one knows what's in it, I take the time to do it. But okay, so focusing on your strengths. Number 6 is decide to be, and I have 3 things here. So it's kind of like number 6 is like decide to be, and then it's A, B, and C. Decide to be, number 1, all in, or A, all in. Decide to be all in. Even if you only have a few hours a week to work your business, make those 6 hours count. Close the door. Tell the kids you cannot come in or do it when they're napping, but I mean, you're going to work those 2 hours, 3 days a week, all in on very strong income producing activities, having conversations with people, whether it's through messaging, on the phone, whatever, but good conversations. That's very productive. So being all in the time you have is what I mean by that, okay? Nothing can shake your belief. When you're all in, nothing can shake your belief. You might get 6 people who say right in a row, I'm not interested, I'm not interested, I'm not interested. It is going to be hard to pick up that phone again. But if you're all in, you just do it anyway, and you go, what? It's just a numbers game. I'm supposed to call 12 people in this 1 hour, and I'm on number 7. I don't care what they say. I'm getting through all 12. You're all in. It's work. You check the list off. Just like your boss said, do it, you just do it. B is to be and decide to be an overcomer. That's my favorite word this year. That's kind of my word this year. Become an overcomer. Decide to be an overcomer. Just say, you know what? No matter what comes my way, I'm an overcomer. I can do this. I can do this. You know, you walk into a situation and it wasn't what you expected. You walk in and you're doing a launch party and there's supposed to be, 8 people there or 12 and no one shows up, just the ambassador. And she's disappointed. You're disappointed. You know what, Susie? That's okay. It's no big deal. We're going to take this hour and we're going to train. Who cares if they didn't show up? It is no big deal. You can follow up with them, tell them what they missed, but let's spend this hour and let's work on your skills and some product knowledge and some passion and some excitement and your goals. Just always have the attitude of no matter what comes my way, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to overcome it. The third part of that, C, I guess you would say, is be solution-oriented. So in that situation, you're going to find a solution. What else are we going to do in this hour? We could sit here and complain and talk about why each person didn't come and her kid's this and her husband this. Or we can say, you know what, who cares? Let's figure out what we're going to do. So always be a solution-oriented person. Even when, when things happen in your business and you want to complain to your upline, it's okay to complain if you have a solution in mind. Let me give you an idea. Like, why don't we get this in our back office? Why can't we just get this? This right here would simplify so much if we could just get this. Okay, yeah, you're complaining, but what's your solution? Well, why don't we take this to customer service and give them a great idea on how we see this fixing time management, and the speeds up the sign-up process. And okay, create that document. Let's get it sent over. That's a great idea. Mm-hmm. So when someone complains, always say, okay, what's your solution? What's your idea on a solution for that? Because you know what? 9 times out of 10, when someone says to you, I don't think I can do this business. I can't talk to people. Okay. So what do you think you need to do to get better at talking to people? See, you're digging for the solution for them. They already know the solution, but you're helping them dig for it. Well, I don't know what to do to get better at that. Well, if you did know what you could do to get better at talking to people, what would be one idea? What's something you could do to get better at talking to people? Maybe watch some videos, maybe practice a script that's comfortable, that you feel good. What are some things you can do? Make people figure it out. So that's number 6. Number 7 is no ego. I'm going to try to wrap this up in 10 minutes. I was going to go 30 minutes, but it looks like I'm going to hit 40. Sorry.
Okay, it's all right.
Have no ego. You know, ego is just, it's just so dangerous. It's so dangerous. It's just the fall of so many people. You know, it would be really easy for you to say, I've been a silver ambassador for 1.5 years, and people are joining 3 and 4 months ago, and they're already gold. What's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I be like that? And you start getting all this envy and jealousy and comparison, all that going through your heart. And it's just, it's not, you're not going to win that battle. You're not going to win that battle. You must get over that. So you've got to remember, you're the only person you're really competing with. It's your life. It's your dreams and goals. It's your family that needs the income. It's your family that needs the health products. What can you do? What solution can you find to get over your fear that's holding you back, that's causing you to compare? There's something that's keeping you from reaching the goal in the time frame you want to reach it in. And 95% of the time, maybe more, it's a fear of something. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a fear of something. And so you've got to figure that out. You've got to learn to have a grateful and humble heart. Be happy for others to succeed. You know, if you're finding that when you see others move up that you're feeling angry about that, you need to be looking within and going, why am I not reaching the goal? What ugly fear is in my way? You don't need to be mad at the person ranking up. And we've all experienced it. Let me tell you, even with family, close family, being angry that I'm finally, after, you know, I'm 46 years old, and at about 43, I finally reached some financial security in my life, and people are mad. They're not really mad at me, even though they may say, you know, whatever. They're mad at themselves. It's their anger, their hurt, their resentment coming out on the outside, showing up on the outside with their words and their resentment. So hurt people hurt people. Mm-hmm. So remember that. All right. Number 8, you must always be growing. You must always be growing. That's a tough one. How do you do it? Well, you read good books. You watch videos that are on topics that you need. You listen to motivational videos. Les Brown, John Maxwell. There's hundreds of people, but Those are two I love. You go to workshops like that. John Maxwell's going to be in Georgia in June, the end of June, and I just paid a lot of money to go see him. And, people think, well, why would you need to go see him? You're already certified under him, and you train us. And because I need to grow as a leader. To give it to you, I've got to keep growing. You can't give out what you don't possess. You can't give out answers and knowledge and help people if you don't own them. So you have to grow and feed yourself as a leader, and you never stop. If you want to become the best and you want to stay humble and grateful, you must always be willing to feed yourself. And so, that growing as a leader never stops. Never stops. And when you think you've arrived and you decide you don't need any more growth, that's when you're going to be humbled. And that's when you're going to have an ego, and God's going to rip the carpet out from under you and teach you a lesson. And we've all learned them. So number 9 is walk the walk. It's one thing to hit a rank and then start, you hit gold, or you hit senior gold or ruby or senior whatever, and you go, okay, I've got a team to manage now. So you stop working personally and you start managing, and then you start losing your integrity because you don't feel like you're doing what you're asking your team to do. Even though you've done it, you must stay up on things. You don't want to get rusty, and your team will grow if they see you doing it. So always, to earn respect, you must earn respect. You can't just get respect. You don't get respect because you're a rank. You earn respect because you're respected, because you're doing what it takes to get the rank and to keep the rank. So walking the walk, not just talking the talk. All right. And number 10, be a no excuse person. Be a no excuse person. Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. It's not what you're going through that can stop you. It's how you decide to deal with it that can stop you. I've had to slow down a lot, even though I'm still traveling a lot. While I'm home, I've not really been doing events because I'm dealing with life with my dad, getting him in a nursing home, him with dementia. Some days are good, some are not. I'm the only person he has. So I'm having to deal with some life, quite a bit of it. So, I may not be able to do all I can do that I want to do right now in my Plexus business, but I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I do a good balance. And you will always wear different hats. Today you're going to be more of a mommy hat because you have 3 class trips or whatever, all your children. Well, you may not get to do any Plexus today. So tomorrow you do more Plexus. I don't believe there's such a thing as balance. I believe there's more of such a thing as harmony. And today I'm more of the mom hat. Tomorrow I'm more of the Plexus hat. The next day, whatever, I'm doing things with my church. And so you just have to weave it in to your life. And so just be a no excuse person, though. When people say, I just can't do this, I don't have enough time, don't buy into that, because people who do it with very little time. So, just learn to not buy into any excuses. And you be one of those people. Don't give yourself excuses. Just say, okay, all right, Sonya, today's one of those days. I'm going to have to wear the hat of the family member hat. And it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up because I have the privilege of being able to wear that hat today. Thank you, Lord, that I can wear that hat. Thank you that I'm in a business, an industry where I can choose to wear different hats on different days, and no one's doing this to me, and I'm not going to do this to me, because it's a privilege to be able to change hats. So I hope this has helped.
Yes, thank you so much. I like that, the privilege to wear different hats.
Yeah.
Let me write that down. Okay. No, it's wonderful. And if I could ask, if it's okay to ask a question, because I got one that people were wanting to know, and I kind of want to know as well. as far as, and all of those things were so, so wonderful. We need that. I mean, everything that you said, it just, if I could see everyone's faces, I know they'd be shaking their heads yes as well. But so one of question that I got from several people is about a follow-up. And so we were curious, you know, when you're reaching out to people and you know that they need these products, you know that the business would be amazing in helping them. So curious, like, how often do you do it before you feel like I'm getting on their nerves, right? Like, I mean, do you have a thing where it's like, okay, I'm going to just do it. Or when do you do that?
Yeah.
I get like a lot of different suggestions. I'm just curious.
You know, Emily, I've never been a real structured, organized follow-up person. I wish I could tell you that I had been, because it would be great to give you an easy answer. I have used different systems in the past. I never had to use one with Plexus. I have this little thin calendar, and I just do follow-up in there, you know. But when I meet someone, you know, I meet someone in the store and we talk and they seem very interested. Well, where was I? What's today? Okay, so 2 days ago, Friday. And so today I'm going to follow up with this person that I gave my little card with a little stick on. Mm-hmm. She was very interested. I was getting a massage from her. And so I told her how to do it, and she told me all of her ailments. So today I will send her a private message, because I friended her on Facebook right there on the spot. I always do that. And then I'll send her a private message today and just say, hey, I'll have to look her name up. It's on my Post-it note in my wallet still. But what did you think of the pink drink? Did you feel better? Any energy from the day? Did you sleep better? Talk to me about how you felt. Mm-hmm. If she responds to me and we have some dialogue, then, you know, I'm going to say, here's my website. Check out some of the products. If you have any questions, let me know. I know this product can change your life. And I leave it at that. And I try to give them something that makes them excited. Like, that's kind of exciting to her. I leave her with that. Now, if I don't hear from her in a week, I'm probably going to send her a short little testimony. Okay. Hey, Susie, found this testimony. You were telling me how bad your blood pressure was. Check this out. Thought about you. That's it. Okay. I just kind of do a little layering. If she responds, great. If she doesn't, probably a couple of weeks later, I might say, hey, girl, ran across something today, made me think of you. Have you had time to look at the website? I don't want to be pushy, but I also don't want you to think I have forgotten about you. Okay. I don't want to be pushy, but I don't want you to think I have forgotten about you. I used to use that a lot as far as a script in my old business. You know, it makes them go, oh, no, that's fine. I've been busy. So I try to always let people off the hook. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. Okay. And so at some point, do you just let it go? I do. You know, at some point I'll say, you know what? It was great visiting with you. I hope I've given you enough information on the products. When it's your time and your mind is made up and you're ready to give these products a try, I hope you'll remember me. I'm always here to help you. Okay. And then be done with it. I mean, that's me. Now, listen, it might be a good idea if I get all that back out 3 months later and follow up. I don't, to be honest. I just don't, at this level, I just don't focus on customers. You know, I try to get a few a month if I can. Try to turn them right into ambassadors shortly after, you know. Okay. And do you always you try to turn most of your customers into ambassadors? Yeah, I always offer that as, you know, hey, you've been on the products 3 months. You know, let me share with you what you could be saving. You know, I know you may have people interested. After seeing your progress, you could get your products free. Here's how. You know, things like that. Okay. For sure. And then I guess last question, because there were
other people that are saying like they're good at getting people interested, and then the people say yes, they want to do it. Any tips on like closing, so that something it turns into something?
Yeah. You know, reminding them of why they wanted to get on the products is always good. Bringing all that up in the beginning. So, when you're talking to them in the beginning, I think the closing begins in the beginning conversation. Because if you already know, they say, I would do anything to get better. And you're like, really? Oh my gosh. So you hurt that bad? Oh yeah, I hurt all the time. Oh my gosh. You can't imagine the stories about what you're going through. I know so many people that are living now pain-free. You've got to try this. I hope you are willing to give it a try. And they go, oh yeah, I'm going to order it on Friday. And then Friday rolls around, there's no order. And then,
Right.
well, then you kind of can bring it back up. Susie, I know you talked about how bad your pain was. I'm not sure if Plexus is your answer, but I do know this. What if it is? What if you could be pain-free once and for all? And what if it's not? We have a 60-day money-back guarantee. What do you have to lose? I'm not here to try to sell this to you. I just want to help you. So let me know if I can help you, but I'd love to see you give this a try.
Okay.
Just that strong encouragement and reminder of what they said. So in the beginning of all the conversations, you could really dig deep to find out their why. If it's more about the finances, I would do anything to make $300 a month. Mm-hmm. Oh, you would? Oh my gosh, we've got to talk. So, tell me what would it be like if you didn't have to worry about that extra 300 and it was there every month. Tell me what relief you would get from that. Oh my gosh, it would pay my daughter's dance class. I could put my son in baseball. I can't even do that right now. Well, see, you've got the why there to bring back. So I think maybe the closing, a lot of that can be brought up in the beginning conversations.
Gotcha. And then you saying that, mentioned, because I've seen your video, you said where y'all live is like one of the poorest counties, right? And
it used to be, and I would dare to say it probably, before Plexus, it probably still was. We had a 29% unemployment rate at one time, and the main factory here closed down, and there were, it'd been around 30 years, so husbands and wives worked there, and it really devastated. There's nothing here. There's 2 banks, a couple small grocery stores, one factory. Well, there's 2 factories now. There's a new one that opened, but yeah,
So how did you, because to me, that's a really difficult environment to try, so how did...
Well, Emily, I also knew everyone. I'm from here, born and raised here.
Okay.
So it's small town. Everyone knew me. Everyone knew me from the pink Cadillac, and that business.
Okay.
So I had credibility at one time, but I had done some other businesses, so I really didn't feel like I had any anymore. But once the product started working and word started spreading, then
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But I leave this town. I go grocery shopping in Nashville. I do all my appointments in Nashville. So, that's how I meet people. I got a massage Friday in Nashville. I met someone new. That's how I do it.
Okay. So it was really the product working though with people that encouraged other people then to purchase it.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that could be it. Do you care? Do you have time if anyone else has a question, or it's 1:50?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I just need to be done about a couple minutes before 2:00. I'm good.
Okay. Let me unmute and see. Hold on. Okay.
I'll just have to hold it because it's off.
All right. Hey, y'all. Does anyone have any questions? I think I've unmuted. Well, some of you are. But raise your hand if you had one. And for Sonya, I think it was wonderful. So thank you. But is there anything specific that anyone wanted to know that I didn't that she didn't, or I didn't bring up one of your questions. Is there anyone at all? Now.
Clear as a bell.
Come on, guys. No one, nothing. So, I see a hand in the back, but I guess that's just Miranda's daughter. She's got her hands. Okay. Well, then, perfect. Well, Sonya, thank you. Thank you so much. Elena, is that you waving?
Hey, Elena.
Do you have a question?
I'm kind of a hot mess right now, but because I'm the person that actually, a lot of times in my workout clothes, I run a boot camp business along with Plexus business.
Well, yeah, that's different.
And actually, I just woke up from a nap because I teach my first class at 5 a.m. and then we have one at 8:30.
Wow.
But yeah, so I've gotten a lot of business through my boot camp business. So,
I'm sure. That's awesome. I mean, you're right. That's a prime. You're in a prime situation. It's great.
I love both of the businesses a lot. I love the local part of where I am with the boot camp, and I love the growing and just getting to know new people through Plexus. But right now, you can ask Emily and Miranda and them that that just went gold. And I think I have like 30 some plus ambassadors, and but I have trouble training because I don't have a lot of time. And so I guess my question would be like, what is like one piece of advice you could give me to help me do better at leading my team, even though I have just a very small, I guess, bit of time?
Well, there's not a lot you need to do with 30 people. I mean, to be honest, you have 30 numbers on your team. You have probably about 10 people. You probably have 5 that work the business, so, or maybe 3. So, you don't need to change a lot. You need to keep doing what you're doing. You don't stop till you hit emerald, and then you just barely slow down. You just keep doing what you're doing. You keep plugging, personally sponsoring. They're watching you train. You're plugging them into, if you're upline or her upline, whoever has any type of like new ambassador training, like a video, anything that they can watch. But I mean, it's just a matter of, it's such a simple business. I mean, we make it too hard. Don't overthink that. Are y'all a part of a bigger team page?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Kristen and Jared.
Jared, okay. Yeah. So yeah, you've got that resource. I mean, they're amazing. They're training, and then you've got your own little side team, and you just encourage them, remind them of things coming up, inspire them. But most of all, when you're welcoming new people on your own new people, they're going, wow. Is it Elena? Elena's working. She's working. Boy, wow, she's working, and she's gold. That's impressive. And then they're working. So I wouldn't really do a whole lot of changing things right now.
I think encouraging probably one of the biggest things I needed to hear.
Yep. Encouraging them, like you've got somebody who's brand new and saying to them, like your biggest thing to say to your new people is, how can I help you get to silver? How can I help you get $100 bonus plus an extra 100 or 2? I mean, you could make $200 to $300 next month. How can I help you do that? What can I do or say that will encourage you and help you get on that path? I mean, the deal is you want to get everyone to silver that you can. I mean, that's a great goal, because it's all about helping them. And yeah, and you don't want to push them, but you just want to say, I'm available for you. Just reach out to me. I'll run with you. But I'm not going to call you and bug you, because I don't do that. But I will work with anyone that is a runner and that needs me and wants me. I'm here for you,
Because when you agree, Sonya, it does get tiring when you keep trying to push people that don't want to be.
I can't do that. I can't do it. I never could do it. Swore I'd never do it, and I don't do it today. I don't call level 1s and say, what are you doing today? Now every now and again, I'll call and say, just checking in. Let me know what's going on if I can help you. But I don't. It's people. When you sign someone up and you say, I am here for you. I'm here. I'll run with you when you're ready. you've said it. I mean, I just,
Yeah. Okay. Does that help, Elena?
It does. It does. Thank you.
Kind of frees you up a little, doesn't it? Because a lot of times you kind of feel, I don't know, sometimes I'll feel a heaviness, like if someone's not succeeding, but they're not doing anything. You know, I think if we give them the tools, and then there does take some personal initiative, you know, with all that. So, all right. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I guess you'll be in Vegas, and I know some of us will be next week as well. So hopefully we can meet face to face. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Emily, thank you so much for having me on today. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, all of y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye.
Bye.